What kind of teacher would I most likely be in the future? That is actually a question I found myself asking the moment I entered PNU. For most of my high school years, I have been particular with the teachers we had, from their pedagogy, knowledge of content, and personality. But it did not occur to me then that I would one day be in their position and would have to reflect on what I learned from them and their practice. When I think of my future as a teacher, I see myself as a teacher who uses my platform to raise awareness in my students' minds, despite being focused on language and in literature. I see myself integrating this awareness through my examples, activities, and even chosen literary texts that will be discussed in my future classroom. That thinking is perhaps one of the reasons why, whenever asked about my teaching philosophy, I would say that it's social reconstructionism and progressivism. However, I also envision myself as a teacher whose students would feel as their safe space. This is anchored in my advocacy of providing safe spaces and inclusivity in education. I want my students to feel that they can share insights in my class without the fear of being invalidated. On the other hand, whenever I think of how I can achieve that, I think of a teacher who seems cool or friendly with the students. And while I think it's important to build rapport with students, I value the significance of our roles and how that dynamics should not be crossed. And another consideration I have is my personality. Because while I can keep up with the social interactions, I have been told that I tend to be intimidating, especially when speaking. That is something that I have been working on for quite some time, but I think it would have a significant impact on what I would be in the future as a teacher. With all that in mind, I would most likely be a teacher who takes inspiration from teachers who influenced my love for language and teaching. A teacher who gets along with their students but knows to draw a line. And especially a teacher who aspires to open her students' mind about the world and provide them a platform to find and use their voice.